guys, it's Pastor Phil again. We're getting toward the end now of a season called Lent and Holy Week. Holy Week is a week where we really focus in on the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Of course, we celebrate Easter on Sunday, but today we're celebrating and learning about a day called Good Friday. Good Friday is the day that Jesus was crucified. And in our churches, normally we'd have a service. And it'd be a very somber service, of course. It's the day that we recognize the cross. And there's a cross behind me. And this cross is probably pretty much just like the cross that Jesus was crucified on. It's a heavy beam cross. It's made of rough wood. And it looks very much like that cross of that day. So as we prepare for the celebration of Easter, I also want to share with you then our Easter story today, which is from the book called The Easter Story. This book again is in public domain. This story can be found in the Gospels. It can be found in Luke's Gospel, chapter 23, or in John's Gospel, chapter 19. And in this story, we have a picture of the crosses on top of a hill. A small crowd followed as Jesus was led out with two other men. Both of them had committed crimes punishable by death. When they reached the top of the hill, each prisoner was nailed to a crossbeam. The crossbeams were then hoisted up into the air and attached to the pole already stuck into the ground. Jesus was in the middle, with one criminal on each side. The people who stood at the foot of the cross were there for different reasons. Some were there to mourn, some to laugh and jeer. Jesus looked at the crowd, some of whom had nailed him to that cross. Father, forgive them, Jesus said, for they are not knowing what they are doing. I know who you are, shouted one of the criminals hanging next to him. You are the man called Jesus. You said you were God's son. Well, prove yourself then that you are, by saving yourself now. Be quiet, said the other criminal. You and I deserve to die for what we've done. But this man has done nothing. He is innocent. He has done nothing wrong. He strained his head toward Jesus and said, remember me when you come into the kingdom. You will be with me today, promised Jesus. Near the foot of the cross stood a group of women, quietly weeping. One of them was Jesus' mother, Mary. John, one of Jesus' disciples, was also nearby. Jesus called out to his mother, think of John as your son. And to John he said, treat Mary as your mother. At last, Jesus knew that he was ready to die. With one final breath, he called out to God, Father, it is over. I have done what you wanted. Into your hands, I commit my spirit. And Jesus was dead. That ends our sad story for this day we call Good Friday. But be with me for several more sessions as we get ready to celebrate the most wondrous miracle of all, that of Easter. In the meantime, have the best day you can. Listen to your moms and dads. I know it's getting tougher and tougher to stay inside all this time. But this too will be over, and soon we'll be gathered here again. Thank you for being here today. See you later.